Hi guys, good day and welcome to today on Princess Anu TV. My name is Princess Anu, in case you're seeing me for the first time, and on this channel we talk about aviation, motivation and adventure. And in today's edition we are going to be discussing alternative courses, that's other courses that you can pick if you don't get an admission into flight school. And why I'm going to be discussing this is because a lot of people they apply for flight training and they are not admitted. Either they are not admitted at all or they are not admitted that particular year. And I don't just want you to sit at home and do nothing. I'll give you alternative courses, not I can, because that's what I'm doing today in this video. I'll give you alternative courses that you can venture into, and I'm going to be doing this in two ways. That's for people that have left the university and people that are yet to enter into the university. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. Not only that, I would like to give a shout out to Classic Derek. I remember in our last two live streams or so, he said he was going for an exam, a flight school exam, and he sent me an email that he was admitted. Like, I'm super happy for you, congratulations. And even as you start your flight training, I know that you will do best, because yeah, being on this channel and again God helping you, the two things combined, trust me, you're going to do best. And in case you have any good news you would like to share, maybe you've gotten admission, maybe you've gotten your scholarship. A lot of you guys send me, but I want to hear from you guys more. You can do well to like send me messages, yeah, either on Instagram or in my email about your new happenings. Either you've gotten admission or whatever it may be. Trust me, I'll be there celebrating. So guys, let's dive into what we have for today. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Welcome back guys, and thank you so much for staying tuned. I'm really happy. But if you've not yet subscribed until now, do me a favor, click on the subscribe button and click on the bell so that whenever I post any video you'll be able to see it. And I really appreciate my, as in what am I going to use for them, like my very faithful subscribers, always clicking on the videos just immediately I post them. Okay, let's dive straight into this. Now, if you finished university, I'm going to be listing some courses that you can likely venture into. Maybe you applied for flight training and you came for the exam, probably you didn't make it or you didn't pass. I'm very sorry about that. Nobody prays for anybody to fail, or like maybe it's just due to preparation and all. But instead of staying at home, there are some things that you can do, or there are some courses that you can immediately pick onto that can make you even more familiar with the industry and even more marketable, when you come to the industry later on. And I'm going to be starting first from people that have finished the university. Okay, the number one course I have for you, especially if you are a lady and you just finished university and probably you applied for flight training, yeah, that's to become a pilot to be precise, and you were not admitted that particular year, or you've not been admitted. What I'm going to say is that you can consider doing the cabin crew course. Now, not only that, if you were not admitted, maybe you were admitted and you don't yet have the money, to start up your training, because these are two things. Some people can be admitted and they will not have enough resources to start up their training. Some people don't even get the admission at all. So now, instead of just staying at home, especially if you're a lady, like I said, that doesn't mean we don't have guys that are cabin crew, but I'm giving a suggestion. Like, if you're a lady, most especially, this is going to fit you better. You can think of doing the cabin crew course. Why? I've seen a lot of people that actually do the cabin crew course, and from there they see people to sponsor them to go do their flight training. So if you do the cabin crew course and you work for a while, you save up some money, you have some connections, you get to know people, you are going to finally get to that your dream, because it's like you're doing this and you're focused about it. You know that you're going to do it for a certain number of years. So it's not the one that you just start, maybe you're doing cabin crew and maybe you get there, you lose your focus and you forget about flying. I'm saying that you go there and have to focus that, okay, this is where I want to start from, but this is not where I want to end. And the cabin crew course is usually, people, they do it in several places, and you can get it for as low as, I'm talking about months, you can do it for like 5 weeks. I've heard of people that did their cabin crew course for like 5 weeks. I've heard of people that did for, like in Incase, they actually do for 3 months, but you can do it for okay, it ranges from like 5 weeks to 3 months. So you can go do this course and you get the opportunity or the eligibility to, you are marketable kind of in the industry, you understand what goes on in the industry, and you can network with a lot of people that can give you an edge to join the industry. Another one is the flight dispatch. Like, you can become a flight dispatcher, and I'm going to say that I'll leave this one for the guys because I think it fits the guys better. I really don't know, but it's just my preference. I've seen ladies, like I've had roommates I've had a roommate actually even in Enka that is a flight dispatcher, but I think it just fits the guys better, whatever. But this is another course that you can consider, that if you don't get into, because another thing, what they call flight dispatchers, they call them ground pilots, because they basically do the same PPL that we do, they do the same CPL that we do, just that they don't do the flying part. So everything we do in ground school is almost the same thing, not almost, like, anyways, I'm going to use the word almost. It's almost the same thing that we do, just that for us most of the time they go very intense and in-depth into the whole thing, but them, they still do the same training that we do. So if you consider the flight dispatch stuff, when you come back for PPL and CPL, because that you've done flight dispatch, does not mean that it's going to exempt you from doing the PPL ground school and CPL ground school. They're not going to take it like that. You're going to still do every single thing. So, but it's going to give you an edge, because when you come back, you're going to have more understanding of the whole thing. You're going to know that, okay, this is how I'm going to do this when I come. I'm going to, when you're reading now, you don't have to crack your brain too much, because you've already done the basic things. You already understand the fundamentals. So that's another course you can do. Also, another course you can do is, you can also apply for the air traffic control course. Yes, I know that the majority of people that really employ for air traffic control is the government, as the federal government that would definitely employ, because you talk about NAMA and all that, they are the ones that employ. Then you can get, like, the army too, I think they employ or they train their people. But the thing is about it becoming an air traffic controller is that you also get the opportunity to fly. So having that opportunity, you're still going to get the opportunity to have, like, I think 20 hours or so. That's what you're going to be getting. So you will still fly the aircraft, you still become a pilot along the line. Then when you make your money from becoming an air traffic controller, you can come back, because these courses I'm listing are for only people that have gone to the university, that you have the opportunity to do these courses and you will do them well. So I'm shifting them, like, these people have gone to university, you'll be able to do this part and do it well. And now I'll come back to the people that have not gone to university, what I will advise you, courses that you should do. So this air traffic control course, you can consider it. It's going to be, especially if you've gone to university, it's going to help you so much, because they mainly employ people that have finished their undergraduate stuff. So it's better when you're done and you apply, probably you don't have enough money or you don't get the admission at that time, go do the air traffic control course. When you're employed, you can save up to come back and do the flying course. Lastly, another one for people that have gone to university, you can do aviation management. Yes, it's not very close to the flying part. It's not maybe going to keep you at the air side, but it's going to give you a fundamental knowledge on the aviation industry, especially if you don't know anything about the aviation industry, because you need to get in for you to understand this whole thing. You can't be outside and hope to get a better view of what is happening inside, if you get what I'm saying. So these are some 4 courses that I just listed that I think you should consider. Now let's move over to the people that have not done the university. What my advice for you and the courses that you should pick. Personally, if I'll think about it, and if I'm going to give you my truthful and most sincere answer, courses that I think you should do, is that you should consider maybe getting a degree. And this is it, you will not, at this point, you are not just going to pick any course. Now it's best that you pick a course that you are going to flow with, because if you apply, maybe you wrote flight school exam this year and you did not get the admission, you wrote it next year, you didn't get the admission, what's the point of you wasted 2 years, and you're still trying to get the admission and you're at home? No, don't do that. Even if it's to go do an HND or ND, like if you say, okay, you also applied to the university and the university did not give you admission that particular year, don't stay. Even if it's just, make sure you're doing something that your brain is working, because if you keep coming back to flight school, you will need that background knowledge to be able to write those exams. So don't just stay at home. You say, okay, you wrote fly school exam this year and fly school you want to go to, they didn't admit you. Don't sit at home. Go get a degree. If they don't give you admission that year for you to go into university, you can get into college of education, you can get into a polytechnic. But my point is, don't sit at home. Sitting at home is not going to help you. A course that you can pick, maybe if you want to apply to university, is number one. I'm going to advise you can pick mechanical engineering or electrical engineering. Mechanical is very, very good, but if you don't want to do a professional course, maybe you're thinking about it that, oh, this one might be very stressful. If you don't have the strength, don't put yourself in a course that you are later going to be regretting yourself. Maybe, oh my god, why did I choose this or choose that? I'm just giving you my own candid advice. It's left for you to know what your capacity can carry. So if you don't want to pick mechanical engineering, you can also do any other simpler course that is not going to stress you, but not an art course, because like for you to do very well in aviation, you need to be a science student, especially if you want to fly. That's why they always ask for physics, they ask for math. If you go to the art sector, you're not going to be doing much of physics, you're not going to be doing much of math, and so therefore your mind is not going to be stimulated for those physics and maths. When you come back to write the exams, you're going to find it difficult to adapt. You're going to find it difficult to put yourself through. But if you're already doing something science, something calculative, something that keeps your mind running, another course I'll advise, physics, geography. You can do these courses in the university and you feel comfortable with it. You graduate with a good degree, or what I mean a good degree, I mean graduate with a good grade. Sorry, not a good degree. Graduate with a good grade, like maybe a 2-1, a first class, that's that kind of thing. That okay, you have your degree and you're also coming back and you also have the flying stuff to do. So don't sit at home, please, I beg you. So don't just discuss with your parents, discuss with your guardians, discuss with your sponsors that okay, I wasn't given admission this year, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do that is going to help me improve my knowledge generally and give me an opportunity to enter into university, into flight school. Because if I say, as somebody that just left from secondary school, you should go do the cabin crew course, it might not favor you, because even if you do the cabin crew course, there are airlines that will not accept people, or the airlines that will not take you in if you don't have a degree. So it's best you go get a degree so that you have every course to stand. When it's time to do the flying, you come into the flying with boldness and you know what you're doing. You're able to stand up fast, you're able to grab every single thing they are saying. So guys, this is all I have for you in today's video. And if you have any questions, like I usually say, don't forget, leave it in the comment section. And also you can send me an email. My email is in the description box of this video. That's all I have for you today, till I catch you even in the next video next time on the same channel, PrincessAnuTv. Yeah, the same channel. Subscribe if you've not subscribed, and don't forget guys, as usual, do well to stay safe, be fine, be happy, and live your best life. That's all you got. So catch you guys.